Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing tours of my farm displays, which there's only two of them, and they're both these 3x2 foot displays like the one I got in front of me. But I just need some content because I haven't made any videos in like 3 months. But anyway, so this is my planting farm display. We got dual placement machine and anhydrous tanks and all that stuff over here. Then we got refilling planter, and then just plant driving on the road. And for this planting setup, we had a 8RT 410, not 8RT, 8RX 410 with the 1775 NT planter with tracks. And I got a guy up here filling from the Underfurf seed tender, and then we got the Ertl Ram pickup. And then one thing you'll notice on this display, I got road ditches running between on each side, but the field entrances are super tiny. Because if we take this tractor here and we line it up on the road, it does not fit. And that was a very big oversight, because when I was making this, I sanded this corner and it went into the driveway. So originally it was going to end about where this culvert ends. It's going to be the whole length of the driveway, which is still too small, but it would have been usable. And instead I got this one, which nobody notices at first. But since I made the mistake, I can't unsee it, and it's my biggest hate about this farm display. But then, talking about this tractor on the road, we got the New Holland folding planter and just an 8000 series John Deere. It does not have a model what it is, but it's got duals and yeah. And then over here, we got the Ertl Co-op truck with the dual tanks, and then we got an 8RT 345. A dual placement machine, or just with a dual placement machine. And then this, I did actually put anti-injust knives marks along here to see where it's been. But this whole display was very simple, and I spent way too much time on this for how easy it is, because this was my first display. And I think if I built this now, I could build this in an afternoon. But anyway, it's very basic. Originally, there's going to be corn stalks there, but that was too big of a task for me. And on my other display, you'll see why I don't want to do that anymore. And then this is bean stubble, which is actual bean stubble, but it's not chopped up. So it's giant. But yeah, besides that, it's a good farm display, and I really like how it just turned out, and it just looks good overall, I think. But then, so now we'll go over to my newer farm display, and I'll show you all the details and improvements on that. So over here we got the my new farm display. It's the harvesting display, but as you can see, it's in a wooden box, because this is my county fair display case, so that when I'm at county fair, nobody takes any of this stuff, especially that thing. I spent $100 on that, and that's $100 I'll never get back if I lose it. So yeah, this is a harvesting display, but the big difference between this one and the other one is the other farm display was just a put together, it's what I had. This one is based off of a real place, which, sorry, I cannot get a good view of the whole thing because of this wall and stuff, but I guess, I get a look around, see the whole display. But I think first we'll just start off with the semi, which is the only thing on the display which is not actually based on anything. It's just a Kenworth semi with a Wilson grain trailer. Of course, first gear. That's the whole name, right? First gear semi. Yeah. And then, of course, this one, like the other Farmer's Play, it's got a road ditch. But this field entrance is a 50-foot field entrance, and I measured it correctly this time. And it's hard to see because it's grass, but it's a very big, field entrance. But then this has fences that go along it, just wires, and even with wooden dowels and paper clips, and I really like those fences and how they turned out. I think they turned out amazing. And if you're looking and wondering why the fence is like all broken here, that is actually a wire gate to go across that. And it fits perfectly, but it's in the wires bad enough. I don't think I can get it out anymore. So it just kind of stuck there. And while we're here, we can look at this head trailer, which is a die-cast head trailer I picked up at a toy show, and it is just an amazing looking head trailer, and I really like how it looks. And sorry for I'm shaking really bad. Sorry I'm shaking so bad. I'm not very good at making videos. Yeah. And then move over to the unloading. I'm into the bin, and we'll start over by the bin. Of course, we got fences, and then bin dryer, concrete slab that's on, the bin dryer is on. Then we got Farm King 1080 auger. Yeah, we have the Farm King 1080 auger. I made custom labels for this because this is just a generic 3D printed kit. Shout out to Model Deer Farm. He's the person who made this kit. Yeah, and it's an 80-foot auger. It's got a swing hopper. I cannot get my phone to see it, but there is a Farm King logo on the swing hopper. There's corn coming out of the auger. And then over here running the auger, we got an International 1066. This has a factory cab. The one we have does not have a factory cab, but you cannot get a year-round cab without making it custom, and I'm not good enough for that. And then for our wagons on display, these are 657 wagons. We do not have 657s, we have 744s, but SpecCast does not make 744 wagons, so I just went close enough. And then on this wagon, we got a John Deere 7530 special farm show version, because it's only 7530 that exist, I think. And then while I'm looking at the ground textures, we can see are just toothpicks and shredded up ears of corn, or I guess not ears of corn, the corn stalks, just chaff, or yeah, whatever. And as you can see, all these are in rows, and then where the combine has been and the tractors, they're skipped out. It's flat down. I was gonna put toothpicks in the rows, but I ran out of time before county fair, and I haven't done that yet. So that's all that is. And over here we got the John Deere 8360 with the other wagon, and then we got the John Deere 680 combine with the 12-row corn head, harvesting this big, I cannot get this all in frame, big block of corn. But then and then I got unloading on the go, and it's just hot glue and cornmeal. All the corn is cornmeal, but that's actually hot glue. And then I got it glued so it looks like it's mounding up. Corn in the bin. I got chaff coming out the back. One thing that makes me really mad about this combine is I bought this combine last winter, and then this spring they came out with the 680 Prestige combine, and now I want that, so it has railings and everything, so that might be coming for the display. But yeah, so that is This display, yeah, I cannot get this. This is also on a higher table, but I cannot get this whole display in this. Ain't close enough. Yeah, 3 foot by 2 foot display. I guess I didn't shut off this fence over here, but it's really the only thing that's interesting about it is it's 2 strands instead of 3 because this is an electric. This is supposed to be an electric fence, and then there's a pasture over here. Besides that, that's not interesting. But yeah, so that's, like I said, this is based off a real place. I don't have any pictures of, I really don't have any reference pictures that are that great, so I can't show where this is at. But yeah, this farm display, I spent like 40 hours on just like the toothpicks because it took forever placing all of them, especially in rows, because I had the combine head off and I was following it with the corn stalks, and it was a pain to do. But yeah, so if you guys want to see more farm display content, I really want to make more, just because, like I said, I have no more, my console and then my PC cannot handle games anymore. Anyway, yeah, so I can't really play I can't play Farm Sim 25. So now, if you guys want to see more farm display content, I will happily make it. But yeah, besides that, those are my 2 major farm displays that I've built. I'm planning to build more. So yeah, besides that, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.